Yeah, welcome to my humble abode. You know I sold all my shit and I started from scratch. I wanted a challenge. It's not a flex. I could have bought many times the price of this van on like newer vans, but I chose not to because I always wanted a VW T25 and now I've got one. So yes, it needs a few things doing to it, but primarily it's sound and it's good and it's reliable and it hasn't let me down once. And you can't knock that for a vehicle that's 40 years old. It's got 13 owners. It's mad. I remember going on Facebook for over a year. I had a little look through, kept looking, and there was about 6 different vans of people that agreed for me to come and collect it. Even had a chat with recovery trucks and that, so because some of them didn't have MOT, and I was prepared to pay like $5,000 for a van that didn't have no MOT, and I had to travel like to Glastonbury Shepton Mallet to pick it up and bring it back on a trailer. That was how determined I was. And you got people saying yeah, it's yours, and then you arrange everything, and then on the day they say no, it's sold. And it's happened loads throughout that year period. And I knew that I needed to kind of wait until like winter, so I waited and I waited. And then I was on Facebook and I had a little look. This one popped up. I looked at it and it was the back left panels all off, completely off. So you could just see the skeleton underneath all this, the red treated, to be fair, metal. Just the skeleton inside, you could see it. And I just went, oh no, that's too much work. Swiped. Just kept looking at other vans. And then about 3 hours later, I just randomly came across it again. And I thought, well, what's the other pictures look like? My jaw hit the floor. When I saw this, my jaw hit the floor. My retro table was literally led up against it, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Send a message straight away. And I was like, I'll have it. And that night, I agreed a price, and then it was mine. I had to wait for like 6 weeks before I went and got it. But that's the story. I've mentioned it in a short. But yeah, it was a stressful period. The guy didn't talk to me for like a long time, and I thought that was it then, deal over. And it turns out it wasn't. He had some family issues he needed to take care of, and I was like, fine, yeah, you take your time, mate, no issues, do it when you're ready. So it helped not getting salty with someone who then ghosts you. Yeah, so that's it really. So that's how I got my £1,000 van. Yeah, dead of winter, get it cheaper. Could have bought more expensive van, but I chose not to. I wanted this. I always wanted a VW T25. I used to go Bug Jam, all the VW festivals and stuff, so I know the crack. I know what it's like. If I rock up in this, some of them, they're all like the rat looks, aren't they? And I always wanted a rat look one. Obviously this isn't rat look, it's just old and used classic Devon camper van. And I love it. There's this YouTube creator called Camping with Steve that I watch, and it's getting worse now. And he's the one that's said you should always try and, if you can, get a vehicle you can live in. And I like that advice, so I kind of took it. And I always like watching his videos as well. Yeah, Camping with Steve, check him out. I'm sure you've all heard of him before. But that guy there really was the main guy of it all for me. Boondocking, like, opened my eyes big time. I think he's about 6-7 years older than me. And I thought to myself, wow, if this guy can do it in those temperatures, because it's in Canada and it gets down to some serious cold temperatures. And he does some crazy stuff, like he goes off camping and you like get like a shower curtain, use it as like a tent, sleep in it. He just like makes me laugh. He's been through some troubles, and yeah, that's what kind of like helped me kind of think outside the box and what is possible in a country that's as cold as that, compared to like the UK, which is essentially like playing on easy level on a computer game, innit? You know, it's like the starting level, innit? You don't need to really freak out at those kind of like level difficulties in terms of like weather and all the rest of it here. So yeah. Mad. So this is a kind of trial long video of me chatting a load of waffle. Needs to be over 8 minutes long for you to get the feel of how long I'm going to put the videos out for. I do believe you can have like an advert in the middle if it is just over 8 minutes long. So coming up to that now. What I'll probably do is leave it at 8:30 or something, just to leave a bit of room. And what I'm also going to do is have the end screen, so you can have the next video to click on with my voice saying, "Here mate, YouTube wants you to go somewhere else, but how's about clicking on this video here?" He cracks on for the next one, like follows a good pattern, so give him a gander sort of thing, like, you know, proper. And then they'll be like, alright, I'll click on A. So anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe to me living in a camper van, my gorgeous German Shepherd. I hope you've enjoyed the long. Bless, take care, have a great day.